Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'm your host, Derek Lane. You're here with me on the Fast Lane Podcast for Success. Appreciate you being with me. Tonight's episode will revolve around discipline of the mind, discipline of the attitude, and how that will enhance your performance in your quest for success, and how to retrain your brain. Okay, love it. Gonna get started here. Okay, once again, thank you so much for being with me tonight. And discipline. What is discipline? What does it mean? You know, why is it important? Well, it's important because you have to display discipline. You have to practice discipline. If you're just out there running around, you know, just willy-nilly, you know, thinking that everything's all good and you know, you can do whatever, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make big mistakes, and we don't want that for you. You know, we want to express discipline and why it's necessary. Discipline is the art of knowing your next move, being calculated, being the person that understands your surroundings, everybody around you, and calculating just that, calculating your next move. You know, a lot of this goes to goal setting. You set goals for yourself. That's a disciplinary action. Knowing who's in your circle, who's outside of your circle, is a disciplinary action. Knowing how to write down your plans, your goals, your dreams, it's all discipline. Discipline goes far beyond just planning. It goes to your psyche. Who are you? You know, do you work every day at becoming better? Do you take a day off? Do you take a week off? Or do you work on it all the time? You know, if you're an adult and you have children, you have to discipline them, right? Why do you do that? You've heard the word. It's been around forever. You learned it from your mom and dad because they learned it from their mom and dad. Discipline. You got to teach them discipline. Well, why do you do that? It's to teach them right from wrong. It's so they don't get hurt. It's to give them a better life. Discipline. Make sure you practice it in your own life. Discipline. You do the things you do to be successful, not get hurt. Don't do the dumb things. Don't do the stupid things that cause you to get hurt, physically or mentally. You recognize things up front. You're very astute. You know how things are going to play out. A lot of times you do, and you ignore it. Why do you ignore it? Because it's fun? It's what you're supposed to do? It's what people expect of you? You know, you spend way too much time worrying about other people and their expectations of you and how they're going to perceive you. If you work on yourself and you're disciplined to yourself, you have no need for anybody else's approval because you're working on you. You're working on doing the things that you need to do to become successful. Even when you are successful and you want to enjoy more success or bask in the success that you have, which is okay. That's why we do it. That's why we do the things we do. That's why we strive for a better life. And you should be held up as an example of leadership and success. And that's why successful people go out on speaking circuits and talk to people and tell them about the things they've experienced. And that's why you should listen to these people, the people that are successful. They've got gems. They have gems of wisdom, pearls of wisdom, I think it's more correctly pronounced. You listen to them. But you can be that person. Hell, you may be the one out there giving a speech. You know, there's people out there that have ruined their lives. People out there that have ruined other people's lives and turned it around. And they're dedicated to spreading the message of how they wronged. And these people now see the light. They see that helping others is the way to success. It's the way to be. It's the way to be true to yourself, sleeping comfortably at night. After years of abuse, you have to understand, people have a message. Listen to the message. Maybe it's not the right message for you. Maybe it's not the right message for you at the time. It's up for you to decide. But getting back to being disciplined. Being disciplined means you're on a path. You're on a path to success. You're on a path to greatness. Maybe you're not interested in riches and, you know, walking on the gold path to the Emerald City, whatever it is. Maybe you're just you're happy being a mother, a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, whatever the case. Maybe that's cool, but you still need to be disciplined. You still need to know how your life, you know, see your life in advance and then work toward it. Those are goals. But discipline gets you there. You do certain things every day. People have habits. They have rituals, dare I say, but habits for the most part. They do this thing. People have, you know, they do it every day. They do it once a week. They do it in a month. Whatever your habit is, you've got a habit. Your speaking is a habit. The words you say are a habit. There's another podcast that I'll be doing about vocabulary, but tonight we're talking about habits. Everything that you do is a habit for the most part because it's comfortable for you. You're in your comfort zone doing the things that you know. You know, when you drive your car and you need to get gas, where do you go? You go to the same filling station that you always go to. It's a habit. And habits are comfortable. You're going there because it's comfortable. You know what to expect. You know how the traffic flows in and out. You know how the clerk treats you, for the most part. A lot of times you fill up at the pump. But anyway, you do things out of habit, out of comfortability. Because, you know, I just don't need the unexpected. I don't need to know what's not in front of me. So you live in a world of habits. You know, hence the saying, you know, creatures of habit. We are all creatures of habit. We feel comfortable that way. Look, I just want to do my job and I want to go home. Once I'm in the sanctuary of my home, I'm good. Well, fantastic. If that works for you, that's great. And it works for a lot of people, and it's great. For a few individuals that challenge themselves and want to do something more, you got to get out of the habit. You got to do something a little more creative, constructive. Okay? But it takes discipline. Wow, there's that word again, discipline. It takes discipline to say, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to do it. Talk is cheap, right? What do they say? Talk the talk, walk the walk. You got to. If you want to lead a life that's in your dreams, if you live a comfortable life and you're fine and you're good, fantastic. Even if it's just a little bit more that you want, you still have to be disciplined. You still need discipline in your life. You have to understand that you're going to come up against obstacles, things that you didn't see, but you can overcome it. The creative process that our subconscious develops for us leads us toward these things. And once you develop a strategy, a plan, you become unstoppable. But it all begins with discipline. It all does. You have to say, I want this, I want that, but I'm not willing to put in to get it. Well, then you're not going to do it. I want a new car. I want a new car. I do. I could go out here and buy it today, or maybe I can't. You still have to put in the steps toward getting that new car. You need to find out what car is it going to be, which one's right for me. You have to do the things. You have to perform action. Action is discipline. Discipline is action. You have to go and do something. Success is action. Success is discipline. They go hand to hand. A lot of people don't get that. Most people don't get that. But discipline is action, and action is discipline. They go hand to hand. You need to know. You need a written plan. Anything that's worth doing is worth putting on paper. Anything that's worth your time, your creative thought, your vibration, things that you need are worth putting on paper. How am I going to get it? By what means am I going to get it? Again, all of these things are goals, right? Goals is a little bit of a take on this whole subject. I don't want to confuse the two. I just want you to know that they're closely related. Discipline is valuable to you in your effort to succeed. You have to carve out time. You have to carve out a mental state of discipline. You have to pay attention to everything that's going on around you. The discipline is once you master discipline, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. I don't want to get too deep